Next up on the semester test review, we've got some literal equations. I really like these because they come up a lot, and after we solve these, I'll tell you, or after we solve 39, I'll tell you one place that I see these. Okay, if we want to solve for q, we need to get that by itself. So some people would say they're going to distribute that x. I would actually, so q minus r is being multiplied by x. So to get rid of the x, I would divide by x. You get t over x is equal to q minus r. And then you would just add r to both sides. T divided by x plus r is equal to q. Now let me show you what would happen if you did decide to, money eraser, if you did decide to distribute that x, you're kind of giving yourself a little bit of a problem because you're going to have, if you distribute it, now the thing you're solving for has an x attached to it. So that's a little bit of a dangerous game, but we can do that. Minus rx, and then you're going to get rid of that rx probably. You get t plus rx is equal to qx, and then you're going to divide by x, and when you divide by x, you have to divide everything by x, and you see you get t over x plus this x over x simplifies to r, and those cancel out, leaving q. And so you get the same thing no matter which method you take at that. The next one, we're supposed to solve for a. It's up here in the numerator. So first thing I'm going to do is get rid of that k in the denominator. So 5a squared is being divided by k. So I'm going to multiply it by k because that undoes the division. They are inverses. So I get x times k, because I have to multiply by k on both sides. Do unto one side what you do to the other. Then we're going to divide by 5. xk divided by 5 is a squared. Then we're going to take the square root of both sides. Get a equals square root of xk over 5. And that's our answer. All right, real quick, when does this come up? Comes up in physics all the time. Physics, you have an equation that looks like this. And sometimes you know these variables all mean different things, but sometimes we want to know the initial velocity and we have all this other stuff. And so we have to be able to get that by itself. So v final squared minus 2a delta x equals the initial velocity squared. And if I want to know initial velocity, I'm going to square root both sides, and you have to know how that's going to set up. That you have to take the square root of the whole side, you have to take it at the same time, you have to know all these things, and if you don't know the algebra, it just gets so much more difficult. So literal equations can really help you in the future on those kind of things.